All right, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I have just hit the record button on this session. Good morning and happy first day of your summer, guys. Happy first day of your summer. Raise the roof, pump it up, tick-tock it up, whatever you need to do to get that energy going, okay? Listen, it has been quite the school year. I know for you guys and especially for myself. So listen, just going to start off by introducing myself. My name is Antoine Harris. I am an entrepreneur, business owner, and I also educate as well. So, going into that, I just I know everything that you all have been going through this year because I've experienced it the same this year, last year. So, what we're going to do today, I'm going to provide you with the idea of a self-care first aid kit or self-care kit, right? That is going to show you guys how to do it, encourage you guys to implement it throughout your life, throughout your summer, and so that whenever we get in a situation where it's not the best day, it's not the greatest time of year, we can revert back to our self-care kit to just get our spirits up, get our energy up, get our energy to just kind of push through or spark our way to the next level. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen really quick and get this rolling. Let's see, share sound. Okay, so spark into a self-care summer. All right. I'm gonna start off by just giving you a little bit about myself and then we're gonna roll right into it, okay? Because we don't have that much time. So sparking into a self-care summer. So here's a little bit about me. My name is Antoine Harris. Uh, I am a former college basketball player. I'm a former college basketball coach. I am a father of five. I like right now today, my oldest daughter, my firstborn, is graduating high school. So that is something to be celebrated because, I mean, you guys see me. I may look young, may not. However, I was a teen father. I was a teen father at 17. I'm 35 now, and my daughter is graduating today. So I'm fired up in a way that is like crazy. Okay. So being that coming from where I come from, not a lot of money and things of that nature, just the life lessons that's kind of helped me persevere through to be a business owner, to be uh, have the ability to add value to the lives of others. What you see right here is life on the court. Life on the court is I created 3 volumes of it. It's just basically my memoirs in life in basketball from my freshman year. I have 3 volumes: high school, junior college, and my 4-year school. Okay, what you see here on the right is just my one page of things that I do. I've done leadership development, keynote speaking, executive coaching. I do a lot of things with students. I do a lot of things with teachers and student athletes. Just last year, I was inducted into the NJCAA Basketball Sports Hall of Fame, which was quite an accomplishment for my time playing junior college basketball. So a little bit more about me. There is my family. Oh, check us out. Check us out. Right here, my daughter Kanaya. She is the one who is graduating today at 11:30 my time, 12:30 you guys' time. So I have her. She's a senior. My son Jaden is a junior. Again, this pictures are probably a couple years ago. He has way more hair, and he's actually taller. And this is my son Rasan. He is a freshman, just finished his freshman year, so he's now taller than everybody in this picture except me. This is my middle daughter Naraya. She's in 6th grade, going into 7th. And here is my baby girl Aria. She just finished pre-K 4. So let's tip this thing off. Like, I'm a coach, so let's tip it off. So I need everybody in the chat, or if you like to share out, let's celebrate a win from this school year. It can be in the chat. It could be, you can unmute yourself and share. I want us all in here to just celebrate a win from this school year. Let's hear it. Let's see it. Pulling up the chat.
I'll unmute and go.
Let's go. Let's hear it.
We all beasted virtual school. This is our first year as virtual teachers, and I feel like we all beasted this thing.
Oh, anybody else agree with that? Let's go. Beasted virtual. So you guys didn't have kids at all this year?
No,
wow.
Not in person.
No, only for testing.
Only for testing.
And that was some teachers, not everyone did that. Really?
Man, listen, congrats. Anybody else want to share? That's amazing. That is amazing. I know with our school, we started off in person. It was like a flip-flop, right? We started off in person right after Indigenous People Day. We were out of school until after winter break. And then we came back, and then we finished the school year out. So it was a back and forth with us. We had classes quarantined at some point. We had staff quarantined at some point. It was very, very challenging. And we actually went to school 4 days a week. So it was Monday, Tuesday, we had an AB schedule. Monday and Tuesday was AB. Wednesday was a remote day. Thursday, Friday was the AB schedule as well. So going remote, I feel like you guys probably banded together if you're having a celebration like that. Is that fair to say that you guys banded together as teachers, as a family, and just kind of pushed through this thing? Yeah?
Yeah, we did. We built relationships even virtually. Like, I feel like I still know my team and my my school. I was new to this school, but I still know these people and love them just as if we were in the building. So I think we did a very good job with that as well.
Oh, good. That's what's up. That is great. That is so great to hear. That is so great to hear. So
okay,
next up, go ahead.
This was a virtual year, like where I have to stay at home with my 3 boys, also logging in at the same time. So we all have 4 connects. I have an 11th grader, a 7th grader, and a 5th grader all in the house whilst I'm also teaching. And yet, I think it was a win because my 11th grader still maintained his all straight A status. He is a finalist for Governor Honors Program. My 5th grader is going to elite, and he won the Hear Our Voices outstanding performance. My 7th, so I think that it's a win. Even though I was doing all this at home all by myself, whilst my husband is at work, I was able to make sure that they turn in their work whilst I'm also teaching, and they still maintain their status. So I am grateful, and I think it's a very successful year.
Yes, give it up for her, guys. Give it up for her. That is incredible. Thank you so much for sharing. I really, really appreciate that. You know, with this year, it was crazy for us. Like I said, we had kids on quarantine in and out of school, but you guys didn't have that problem. But being able to teach in a different way, I just want to salute everyone who's on this call right now. Salute you guys for just pushing through and getting through the year. And then it's like I said, we're celebrating. So right now, I want to please share out or in the chat in 3 words, right? Where do you want to be in 5 years? I want to get to know get to know you guys just a little bit more, okay? Where do you want to be in 5 years? Drop it in the chat. 3 words in the chat. Where do you want to be in 5 years? All right, I'm seeing them pop in. Let's see, where else chat at? There we go. All right, all right. Where's my chat room at? All right, so moving on. Thank you guys for sharing. Thank you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and check those out. But I want us to give a toast right now. Give a toast. If you have a drink by you, if you have a drink, let's give a toast to a colleague for doing something special that's work related. I don't want that dropped in the chat. I want you to unmute yourself and share out. Give a toast. If you have a drink by, I mean, this is not happy hour. I got my Starbucks. This is not happy hour. Give a toast to a colleague for doing something special that's work related. Please unmute yourself, share out. I want to hear it, guys. I want to hear it. We're celebrating. We are celebrating you today.
I'll go first. I see Miss Chris Manis in here, I believe. I would like to give a toast to Miss Chris Manis and Miss Carter also. I know you said one.
It's
And
okay. Go ahead.
Bradshaw. I'd like to give a toast to you all for being on my team. Miss Bradshaw with the tough love, even though, you know, it was genuine. I understand now. In the beginning, I didn't, but, you know, I understand. I appreciate all that you have done for me this school year. Miss Chris Manis, co-teaching with me. You was an amazing job. Like, if, you know, just amazing. Anytime I needed her, she was there. And Miss Carter, I appreciate you as well with the lesson plan. I know it's my first year, but I appreciate the calls, the checkups, everything that you have done for me this school year. So, and also to everybody, Rex Mill, just toast to you all. So
Give it up, everybody. Give it up. Thank you, Joy, for sharing. I really appreciate it. Let's toast to that. Have a drink of your water, your coffee, Gatorade, whatever it is, your tea. Anybody got any sweet tea today? Anybody got any sweet tea this morning? So thank you. There we go, sweet tea. Let's go. Let's go. So anybody else want to you know, give, you know, be bold and just kind of give a toast to another colleague, whether they're on this call or not. Again, I just want to tip this off right and just really, you know, learn more about what's been going on in Rex Mill and really just dive in just a little bit on what this year was like. So please, anybody else?
Go.
yes, I would like to go.
There we go. We got some people up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's toast it.
First and foremost, everybody on this call and everybody in the building, the whole Rex Mill family. But this year, I have to say that somebody who really, really, really like touched me in many different ways and made me feel like I can do this every single day, whether it was, I'm about to cry, but it's Miss Bradshaw. Because at the beginning, I didn't know that I was gonna be able to take this task. And she every single day pushed me via, if it was an email or a text message, like, we got this. And, you know, I feel like I found the strength, you know, I found the strength in this class. I teach ESOL, I taught ESOL this year, and it was very successful. I was able to connect to my students and parents. And I had a lot of like feedback from the parents just calling me and telling me, thank you. So I have to give it up to her for pushing me in something that I had no idea that I can do. So again, thank you, Ms. Bradshaw. And again, to our Rex Mill family, we made it. Thank you. Everybody have a special place in my heart. Whether I worked with you during testing or whatever it was, a hi, bye. We here, you know, we made it. So hopefully we'll get to continue growing and becoming successful. We did it, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing. That is incredible. That is incredible, guys. Like, this is what it's about right here. Our community, leaning on one another. And then right now, just acknowledging that, right? Being very genuine and vulnerable in this moment. That when it comes to leadership and being leaders of our school and our classroom, our community, you know, vulnerability is one of the characteristics that you must have. So thank you so much for sharing. All right, who's up next? Who's up next? Want to give a toast to a
I'll
colleague? Go ahead.
And I want to give a shout out to all of you. I'm the leader I am because of you. I believe that I will always be a teacher at heart. And I know Ms. Hearn and Ms. James have seen that. I'm always ready to teach. If I could take the leadership hat off, I will, and teach real quick. So it's been a pleasure to meet all of you virtually, because I started virtually. So like Ms. Carter, I second that. So to be able to still build relationships virtually, and to hear the impact that I made, it just really warms my heart. And I was like, I'm not gonna cry. You're not gonna do this at 10:03 in the morning. But yeah, I'm a little teary-eyed. My allergies acting up. Excuse me, my allergies acting up. But I just want to say you guys have done a phenomenal job building relationship with your students, with parents, and even with us. It was different for everybody. This was new to everyone. And so, but you guys, like I believe Ms. Carter said, we beasted. Absolutely.
Let's go. I
So
love
kudos
that.
to
Thank you
guys.
so
Toast to
much.
you.
Cheers to that. Let's take a toast to that. Thank you so much for sharing. Is there anybody else before we move on that want to share, give a toast to a colleague? If not, we're definitely going to move forward. Anybody else?
I would like to do one real quick.
Go ahead. Go right ahead.
I want to give a toast to my teammate, Miss Carter, for pushing me out of my comfort zone and just being there, not just as my teammate, but as a friend as well, because oftentimes, we just see the people in our workplace as just a colleague or a coworker, but it's nice to have those teammates that you can also be able to call your friend. So I really appreciate our friendship that we have built over the school year after we just met. And then also my teammate, Mr. Dean, being virtual and also having a toddler at home, things were hard. I had to, do 2 lesson plans. So being able to rely on my math teammates to be able to do a lesson plan for me for my regular ed kids, and then also having to do a gifted lesson plan, being able to lean on them to do that for me as well. I would like to give a toast to him as well.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing. Toast up. Listen, again, this is what it's all about. Me, I just, on this end, just hearing everything and like the genuine comments that people are giving to one another, like that's what it takes. Like there's no secret to why you guys have been successful and how you guys killed it this year. You mentioned about Ms. Wood being uncomfortable, right? I think I really truly believe that is when growth happens, when we are in an uncomfortable state, whether a state of mind or fit, whatever the case may be. That is when growth happens, when we are uncomfortable. So I would say to you guys, get comfortable with being uncomfortable, because that is when the growth happens. And I just truly believe that next year is going to be even better, the impact that you guys are going to have on your school's community. So before moving on, anybody else would like to share?
Can I go, please?
Yes, go ahead.
I have
Let's
to thank
go.
these people. Oh my gosh. Thank y'all. But of course, Durham, my teammate, literally, I was having a bad day. And she was like, do you want company? She came over to my house and sat with me. Like, come on, who does that? That's a teammate, a friend. We just met this year, but that's a friend. To Bradshaw, who, when I had my surgery, was like, can I pray with you? Come on, let's go. To Hearn and Chris Manis, when I was sick with COVID, they noticed that I hadn't been coming to work and to the meetings because I'm always there. And they just checked on me and made sure. They were like, it's not like you not to be here. Are you okay? So just a family. This has become a family to me. And I appreciate that. So, it's just good to be surrounded by people who really, really genuinely care about your well-being. Not that, you're doing your job, but to make sure that you're really good and you're okay. Like, that's what this is about. So I really, really appreciate you guys, and just appreciate how Rexville has wrapped their arms around me and welcomed me here in my first year, even though we're virtual. So thank you guys so much. Love you guys. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and move on really quick. So we're going to jump into our self-care, right? Sparking into the self-care summer. So if you could drop in the chat really quick, what is your go-to self-improvement activity that you think will help others? Drop it in the chat. Let's see it. Let's see some of that we can share with one another. Let's share. Share. A self improvement activity in the chat. That will help someone else, because we're sharing out today. Ooh, just something, okay, relaxing. Yes, thanks for sharing that. Okay, drink more water, lay off the soda, okay. Journaling, meditating, listening, yes, yes. Yes, exercise, yes. Keep those coming, keep those coming. Keep those coming. So keep those coming. I'm just gonna keep moving on because we don't have much time. I just love the part of us sharing out. So the importance of self-care. Like, I don't know about you guys. I know people are putting the activities in, but I am huge on self-care. Like, I even put a thing out on my social media over a period of like a month. I did like a month series of self-care Sunday. Okay, self-care Sunday was just very huge for me, and some of the things that I've done personally to be able to get through the school year. So why is self-care important? You got different things. The glass, like, you guys can take a look at these 4 basic personality types. You can choose anyone or which one you may think may resonate with you. But why is it important? All right, here's why. Helps us avoid the burnout. Okay, the year is long. Okay, we understand that. And then maybe even longer with our days being longer, with just everything that came with teaching virtually to our scholars every single day. So we want to avoid burnout throughout the year. We want to be more productive. Like, it helps us be more productive as educators, because we do understand, being in this space, it takes a champion to come into these classrooms every single day. And our kids, our students, our scholars, the school community, we need a champion on the daily basis. We need a champion on a daily basis. You're happier, you're less stressed, okay? When you have these things in practice and you are intentional about it, you are able to be happier and be less stressed. And then, who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want to be happier and less stressed by practicing self-care? The importance of self-care. So after a stressful year, taxing school year, self-care is a must. I need us all to just hone in on it as we go into this summer. We are going to spark into it. Okay, so do you have a self-care routine? Drop in the chat right now. Drop in the chat. Do you have a self-care routine? If so, what does it look like? Drop in the chat right now, guys. Let's see what the self-care routine looks like. Exfoliate, okay. No self-care routine, okay. Listen, that's what I'm here for. Anybody else? Share, drop in the chat. Self-care routine. Just do things that make us feel good, okay? Thank you. Anybody else? Self-care routine. Anybody? Self-care routine. Yes. Massage once a month. Journaling, therapy. Yes. Okay. I love everybody. Love everybody that's talking about their self-care routine. Good. So I have a self-care routine. Like I said, I put out on my page, right, that on my social media, self-care Sunday. At the end of the day, we may not throughout the week could find the time, but if it could 5 minutes on a Sunday, whatever the case may be, I had a list of things: nature walk. You could step away, unplug yourself from your phone, and just have some moments to meditate. Watching a funny movie, those things, part of the self-care routine. But Sundays, I was trying to get people to find that day, and I just will promote it on Sunday. But if they was not able to get it on a Sunday, throughout the week, try to find that time for yourself, because we know that self-care is not selfish. It is not selfish. So part of that self-care, if you can't, self-care for yourself, right? You understand that we can't pour from an empty cup. Being drained all year, all week on the task at hand, it is impossible to pour from an empty cup. Okay. And like I said before, our students, that's who we're pouring into, those individuals. And they need a champion every day in that classroom, right? So in order to do that, you have to find that time to recharge yourself, refresh yourself, maybe reinvent yourself for the next week, the next day. So being able to fill your cup back up heading into the next week. So here are the areas. Here are the areas right here of self-care. Here are areas of self-care. Sorry about that. So psychological, physical, spiritual, social, and emotional. We have to be able to tap into all of these areas at some point in our day, not just throughout the week. Again, I started with it throughout the week, picking a day, but at some moment, whether it's a minute, okay, whether you're practicing breathing, something to just really center yourself back, because throughout the day, emotions, everything can get high, can get low, our physicality, our emotions, our spiritual, our social, just being able to pour into people, pour into our scholars. We have to understand these areas. So just take a look at this graphic right here. The social, the emotional, physiological, spiritual, and physical, psychology. So the self-care, all right, let's pour, being able to understand that personal growth, setting priorities, personal boundaries. Does anybody, you don't have to raise your hand, but boundaries, right? We have to understand that we have our own boundaries, and we have to also understand that other people have their boundaries as well. So a lot of this, I'm going to help us understand and be able to do that. Set these boundaries, connect with others, connecting with ourselves. So it is time. It is time. So when I thought about you guys and this Spark conference, right? I took the word Spark and I made an acronym for it. So, and I like to see it as speaking positive affirmations renewal kit. I know I said it's a self-care kit, and we're going to get into that. But again, Spark, speaking positive affirmation renewal kit, because we have to speak. I'm a firm believer in affirmation and speaking those things over ourselves, because I believe, this is my spiritual side, that life and death is in the power of the tongue. So speaking those positive affirmations over our lives. When it comes to setting boundaries, right? Set your time and set your space. I'm going to say it again. Set your time and set your space. Again, I'll have this for everybody to be able to go back and look at, because we got to keep moving forward. We got to keep moving forward with the presentation, because we have to get to our kit. So do things that bring peace and relaxation. Here are some examples. Laugh. I think we need to laugh more. Laugh is just good for the soul. It could change our negative into a positive like that. Journal. Someone put in the chat that they journal. Just being able to journal, write those things down, get it out of your body into a space. Whether you're speaking it out, whether you're recording it, video, audio, or writing it out, you can journal in all those different ways. As part of us as teachers being able to differentiate, right? Listen to music that calms you, that excites you, that really gets you in the mood. For me, one of my go-tos is gospel music. I love gospel music, but at the same time, if gospel, if I'm not feeling that day, I got to go to my old school hip hop. I definitely have to hit that. Watch a movie. Again, that's a way to you're by yourself or you're with family, just able to just chill, watch a movie, and remove the phones, right? A nature walk. Those are things that I do, that I've done. And I just encourage you all that I feel like it brings peace and relaxation. And stretch out, stretch your muscles, stretch your brain out, okay? Being able to stretch your body out from being going through the week, we can get so uptight. I believe someone put in the chat that they get a massage. That is so relaxing. It just, you're able to unload so many things physically and many more. So what has been your chief stress? What has been your chief stressor right now? Like, what stresses you out the most? Drop in the chat right now. Let me see. What stresses you out the most? Like right now, what is your chief stressor? According to the latest research, the average human body is 20% water and 80% stress. 80% stress. Paperwork, work. Yes, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Work, stressful. Understanding that we are in this 5 days a week, maybe week. Bills, absolutely. Yes. Those stressors. Keep on dropping them in the chat. So, how do you relax? How do you relax with all that stress? You talk about your stresses, right? So, how do you relax? Drop in the chat. Again, it's a little repetitive, like, how do you relax? I really want to know, how do you relax in these times when bills are happening, when this paperwork that you have to fill out can get annoying. It can, like, over time, especially if it's a lot. How are you relaxing? How do you relax? Keep dropping them in the chat. Keep dropping them in the chat. So, but self-care takes too much time. I don't believe that. So I do not believe that our self-care takes too much time. We have to prioritize our self-care and make it a part of our daily routine. Okay, square breathing takes about 1 minute to do. In between tasks, if you're passing period, just being able to inhale, hold it, exhale, hold it again, then repeat that. That is what square breathing is. Progressive muscle relaxation takes about 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So these are areas, again, in between while we're on our planning period. If we have time at lunch, just being able to set aside a time, being intentional about taking care of ourselves throughout the day. So here we go. How can we prepare to be mindful? We can create a self-care first aid kit. To my folks at Wellbeing Trust, I appreciate them. We have to create a self-care first aid kit and put that into our daily routine, okay? We gotta put it into our daily routine. So, going on to this. So, write this stuff down, guys. Write this stuff down. Write this stuff down. When it comes to self-care, let's think of our sounds, right? We're gonna really go through these slides. Sounds. What are some songs that make you happy? What are some songs that make you happy? When you figure that out, create a playlist. Create a playlist of songs that make you happy. That's our first component of our self-care kit, all right? And then furthermore, why do you like these songs? Why do you like these songs? And how do these songs help you feel better? Again, take note of these things. Take note of these things. And that's the first part of our self-care first aid kit. Right there. There's one right there. Mindful tunes. Moving on. Sights. What are those images that make you smile? Create a library for that. So write that down. Sights. You just did sounds, now it's sights. What are those images? Is it your family? Is it the beach? What are those images that help you relax, make you smile. Create that library. Look for those photos. Go back into your library right now. Create an album. Create an album for it that make you smile and feel good. Bam. Here goes some right here. People have their pets, their coworkers, their students that help them feel better, makes them smile. Okay, create an album for it. All right, now let's go to touch. What are some items that bring you comfort? If we want to drop some ideas in the chat, please drop them in the chat, but write this down. Touch. What items bring you comfort? Hoodie, sweatshirt, whatever it is. Anybody got any pets out there? Anybody got any pets that they like to snuggle with? Maybe it's your kid, but something. When we talk about creating this entire self-care first aid kit, we need to go to these things when we're home. Maybe we have it in a drawer at school, having these things nearby. I believe we need to have these things nearby. Smells. All right. What are the smells that make you happy? What are the smells that helps you relax? For me, it's lavender. I love lavender, right? I love lavender and pretty much anything Febreze related. Pretty much anything Febreze related is going to help me relax. So again, write that down. If you want to drop some ideas in the chat, anybody in here have a humidifier? Invest in a humidifier, guys. Humidifier, drop that essential oil in there, and that will, I feel, will change your whole environment. Because I'm a firm believer in environment is everything. So our smells. Next up on our first aid kit. First aid kit. Again, drop in the chat some ideas for others to share with one another on how we can create this self-care first aid kit and use it on the daily basis. All right, humans. Who are the humans that make you feel better? Who are you in contact with? Parents, extended family, friends, coaches, grandparents? Who are those people? Mentors, siblings. What are the humans that make you feel better? Maybe it's a text message. Okay, maybe it's a quick video chat that somebody that can help turn your day around. So please write that down. Humans, who are the humans that make you feel better? So now taking action, write this down, taking action. What do you do with those thoughts, ideas that are in your brain? You have to get them out of your brain. Workout, someone put that already. Draw, journal, clean, cook, whatever the case may be. Take action in these areas of self-care. It's very, very important that we take action. So now that we're at the point that we have this self-care first aid kit, we need to figure out a time to do it. But that's going to be on you guys. We got to figure out a time that we're going to use our self-care first aid kit. How close? Is it nearby? Where can we go to reference it when we need it the most? Where do we go to reference it? Will you be able to fit these steps in your daily routine? Again, we talk about intentionality. That's a huge thing with being intentional. And with everything that has been going on in the world, everything that's been going on in the world, in our country, okay, it is very, very important because we are getting hit at so many angles as an educator, so many angles. Things that are canceled, that are not, things that we should do, we should not be doing. Like everything is polarizing everywhere we go. So we have to be able to take that action and get those things out of our brain and, be able to write about them, record about them, or whatever the case may be. So our recap, this is our recap. We have our sights, our sounds, our sights, our touch, our smell, the humans, make a list of those people, and take action. Create that self-care first aid kit, everybody. So wrapping up, don't forget to practice self-care in order to recharge yourself for the next school year. Remember that self-care is not selfish, okay? We are adding value to the lives of others. So we have to be able to go into our mode where we can refuel ourselves, re-energize ourselves, refocus ourselves, recharge ourselves to be able to add value to the lives of others. And then prioritize your self-care. And guys, this is how you can contact me. This is how you can contact me. You guys can write this down. Contact me. I know that I have less than a minute left, so I had to get through that. So make sure you write this down. You want to contact me, visit my website, anything that you want to hit me up, talk about. Let's connect. Let's connect. Let's connect. So bringing everything back. So that is your first aid, your self-care first aid kit. Listen, I encourage you all with these areas to write it down and really focus in ourselves. Let's really spark our way through our self-care summer. Write these things down, record them, whatever it is that you need to do. It needs to be a daily thing, a daily task. So keep that in mind. So if I know my time is right about up. So if anybody have any questions for me, please drop it in the chat or unmute yourself. And yeah, thanks for having me. I really, really appreciate, and I hope that this was very valuable for you guys moving forward into your summertime vacation.
Thank you. Are you able to go back to the recap slide that you had up? I think you went, I was trying to take a picture of it, but I think you went by really quick.
Okay, yeah.
And then guys, I've also put a survey link in the chat. So please go ahead and fill that out for our wonderful Mr. Harris. I think he did an amazing job. So please unmute and communicate that with him if you have anything you want to say.
Is this the page you're talking about, this one right here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, there it is.
Thank you for this sports group meeting, and we appreciate you for taking out your time today. And I have screenshotted a lot of stuff that you had on there, and thank you. Appreciate it.
You guys are welcome. You guys are welcome. Thank you guys for having me. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day and tomorrow and moving forward into the summertime. So I appreciate the comments. Thank you guys for having me. I am about to now get ready for my baby girl who's graduating high school. Let's go, let's go.
Congratulations. Don't embarrass her too bad.
You said what?
I said, don't embarrass her too bad. Parents have, a way of embarrassing their children on graduation.
Absolutely. I'll try not to. I will try not to, Ms. Bradshaw. I will try not to.
It's Bradshaw. The link looks like it's already. Anybody else have an issue with the link? Bunny?
You just gotta copy and paste it in your Chrome, I believe. Yeah, so once it comes on the internet, you're gonna have to copy and put it in your Chrome.
Let me try to, hold on, let me try to give you, because that's what was sent to me, but give me 1 second and I can resend it. I could repost it, sorry. Let me try to shorten
Jones already filled it out, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Try to see that again. Okay, try this one that I'm about to put in the chat now and tell me, does that work?
So are you guys excited about getting your scholars back in person next year?
Yes. That is a strong yes.
Good morning again, everyone. Session 1 should have wrapped up.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you guys again for having me. It was an honor and a pleasure, and good luck. I love that you guys have taken screenshots and pictures, and please, please, I encourage you to do it every single day. Use this self-care first aid kit to your advantage, especially as educators, all right? Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Let's go. Have a good one.
You too, and thank you everybody for coming. And make sure if you got his information, please follow him on social media. I'm sure he's always dropping nuggets. So please let's support him and let him know how he did today on social media. Thank you
Yeah,
again.
let me know. Let me go. Tag me, guys.
Have a
Yeah.
good day. All right, bye everyone.
Thanks again, Mr. Harris, and congratulations to your daughter on graduating. I'm super excited for you because my year is coming next year.
Yeah, thank you, Miss James. I really appreciate that.
Yes, I have two. I have two graduating at the same time. I thought 2020. I'm like, wait a minute, they both graduate at the same time. Got a high schooler and my baby boy going to fifth to middle school.
Wow.
So super duper excited. I haven't celebrated a graduation in some time, you know, but
Well,
definitely it's a blessing.
Well, here's what you have to do. You got to turn up then.
Yeah, definitely.
You got to turn up. You got to turn up. We are turning up this Sunday for my daughter's graduation. We have family coming in, and we're doing a bid.
I'm already planning. Didn't even get there yet. I'm planning senior night
talking
already.
about. Yeah.
Especially
there you go.
He plays ball. He plays baseball. So I have a lot of ideas coming up. Already speaking to people. I'm super excited.
You said he plays ball?
Yeah, he plays baseball.
Nice.
Monroe High School. Yeah. So.
Okay. That's what's up.
And we originally from New York, so he made a big impact coming here. His grades, teachers love him. So I'm super duper proud, you know. I'm along with Ms. Blankton, straight A student.
Let's go. Let's go. That's a reflection of you.
Yes.
Let's go. Let's go.
We'll be celebrating this year together because he will graduate this year. Yeah.
Oh yes, right, exactly.
And I also will be having an 8th grader graduating middle school to high school, so I also have a double.
There you go. Right. Yes.
I'm looking forward to that. That will be my first experience, just like Mr. Harris' first experience this year.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that will be the first time I'm also having a child graduating. That's my firstborn. I'm a late bloomer, so
yeah,
I'm 51 and I'm now experiencing a graduation.
Oh, that's exciting. Still celebrating.
So I'm a late bloomer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, congratulations to everyone, and thanks for this great session.
Thanks.
Nice to meet you.
I always,
pleasure.
I'm the only woman in the house, and I'm always caring for everybody. And I told myself this summer I have to care for myself.
Yes, please, yes.
Myself.
Especially our mamas out there. Our mamas. Oh, absolutely. My love. I have like my mom, you know, she's been my everything. Yeah. Right. So let me just tell you guys what happened. A few of my siblings, we banded together, put our money together to fly her out to my sister's house in South Carolina for 8 days. Oh. We told her, don't bring anything except for your toiletries. Mm-hmm. Don't bring anything. So she flies out there. My sister has we sent her all the money, took her shopping, went and got her hair done, went and got massage, took photos, went painting, did a paint and sip session, like all these events, over a span of 8 days, because, we wanted to recognize our mom because it was her 60th birthday in 2020. We were unable to do things, but just being able for my sister to take her out there and just give her so much love and self-care that she deserved and needed. I think is our mamas who are the backbone of not only our families, but women, backbone of this country, keep us together, and just great respect and love and admiration for it. So like, yeah, we did that. It was incredible. My mom, she just enjoyed it. So then she calls us. She calls the boys. That's my only sister. She calls the boys and says, well, y'all gotta keep up, and I'm expecting this from y'all next. I'm like, Mom, what?
It was together.
I
We
like
did it.
it was. I was like, Mom, it was together. Like that's what us boys do. We kind of send the money and the gift cards and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's what
It's like,
mama would do.
I
That
need
is
you
a
to fly me
typical
to
mama.
you. I need you to fly me to you so we can. I was like, Mom, like I don't really like do that type of stuff. And
Yeah, so
I
that
forgot to
is a
share it.
typical mama.
Yeah, so we spoiled her. We spoiled her real good.
Yeah.
So it was just a lot of fun.
Good. Good.
Just to
Thank
see the
you,
pictures
Mr.
and
Harris.
photos, the videos that she just had. Again, went shopping, like bring no clothes, just bring the clothes on your back and your toiletries, and that's it.
You
Gave her a
gave
new
me an idea.
suitcase. Huh?
I said you gave me an idea. My mom is 86.
Ooh, okay.
So but I've done things, but this one, it's a good idea.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where we will send her somewhere and just come with yourself, and like you said,
Yeah,
and then
just yeah.
let her have, yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah. I didn't really get time to share this, right? But one of the things that I did do as part of like my self-care is I got something off of my bucket list. Like I got to a point where, in the last like couple of months before I did this event, it was high stress. Things are coming around, like preparing for prom, preparing for graduation, everything, the day-to-day with my students, and and my business and things of that nature. So it's just like, man, I need to get out of this rut. So what am I going to do? So then I saw a Groupon for skydiving, guys. I wasn't able, I didn't have time to share it, but if you go to my YouTube page, Instagram, or any of my social, you'll see that I went skydiving on the first day of first day of the jump season. Went and skydove, and it was quite the experience. and from there, I kind of skyrocketed, right? And I never felt better. But that was me to the extreme. I'm like, I'm doing my self-care and I'm doing these things, but it was like, all right, I need to get out of this rut. Let me do something extreme. And that was for me. It was a great experience. Was I scared? 14,000 feet? Absolutely, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
But you
But
did
like
it.
what I like to tell people is the best things in life are on the other side of fear. I got that quote, I believe, from Will Smith. So
Good.
so
Have
yeah.
a great graduation, and
Thank you.
celebrate and celebrate and celebrate.
Thank you. We definitely will. I really appreciate it. I gotta now, because she called me this morning, so I have to go to like the hair store or something and get some lip gloss and all types of stuff. She
Yeah, you better go get that.
She could have done all this stuff, right? She has her own car. She could have done all this stuff, but it seems like I'm gonna wait for my daddy to get in town so he can go get it. So I gotta hop off here, get ready, and go run some errands for my baby girl. So you guys enjoy your summer. If you guys ever want to stay in contact with me, email, and then I'll exchange my phone number as well to text if you need someone to lean on or hold you accountable. I am the person for that. So thank you guys for just staying on, and I'll talk to you. Hopefully I will be seeing you guys. You guys will really get to know me soon. So hopefully just try to work with Rex Mill on some things this coming up year. So hopefully, guys, we will definitely see more of each other. Okay. All right. You guys have a good one.